What is up? How is everybody doing today? We are jumping into the album by the band Dawn of Ouroboros with their album called Bioluminescence. We're doing a full album reaction to them. We're going 1 to 8. I have all the lyrics, which I totally forgot to put on stream, or on screen. I think is the better word for that, but I'm going to do that right now as we talk. But yeah, they are a groovy black gaze. That is probably the best description I have of them, to be fair with you. And yeah, man, I'm excited for how this is going to go, man. They've quickly turned into one of my favourite bands, man. They are literally so good. But yeah, I'm not going to talk too much, I'm not going to yap too much, man. We're just going to jump straight into the show. Oh yeah. Check it out. Sitting in the train with a couple of connections and you get these smokes sent to me. Ah shit, okay, I got you. Thank you for being here anyway, Buffer. Even though you were on a train with a crappy singer. This was the first song we ever heard, right? I'm pretty sure anyway. Unless I'm thinking completely wrong. Yeah, I remember. They're still so fucking good. Like, this song it never loses its edge, I don't think. Like, none of their songs do, really, from what I've seen. But yeah, normally for albums, I don't talk so much because I'm just mostly focusing and listening, and, you know, it's a more chilled reaction stuff. If anybody's never seen one of my album reactions before, anyway. I love how clean this team, man. They're clean, so as good as her girls, I would say. Like, it still has that kind of atmosphere vibe to it, if you know what I mean. The drums are so proggy in this bit too. Like proper proggy drums though. That drop is always so fun. Oh, really? Interesting. That was so fast of a song. In terms of like, I think it's like a 5-minute song or something like that. And like all the songs seem to like go extremely quickly. In terms of like, just, you know, they don't drag. Like they do the opposite of like dragging. Like a lot of bands drag. Like, but thankfully for this type of music, it generally doesn't. It depends on the band, obviously. But with Dawn of Ouroboros, they are a very strong band. They are really good at what they do. Generally speaking, man, but still. Yo, Carlo, what's up, man? Let's see. Dark pools flood into light. Moonless skies pass fires. To water is electric lights. So, yeah. So the dark pools flood into light. This is all what I'm assuming is to do with depression, potentially. Like, to do with darkness and the human mind, because obviously, that if the dark pools flood into light, it's like saying your darkness goes into light eventually, or like your hatred or anger or sadness goes into happiness eventually, or, you know, something to that degree. The moonless skies pass fires to water's electric light. So, the moonless skies pass fires, like, so like, you know, it is quite literally, like, you know, pure darkness passing through fire to get to that electric light, which is also another way of saying what it did to begin with. It's like two things of the same things, but still. Yeah, the world below. Hypnotic dances of unconfined flowing. Hydra, Medusa, Aqua, Victoria. Pulses of blue jolting the murkiness. It's like, yeah, it's almost like you're floating, like you're in a state of, you know, when, as if you're, in an astral form, and you're kind of looking at the world and your body and everything down below yourself, in that way. Like, the hypnotic dances of unconfined flowing, it's almost like your body flow, like, you know, the way that your blood flows around your body, the energy flows around your body, everything goes around in that way. And yeah, like, it's also like the pulses of blue, like, jolting the murkiness, like, you know, all the colours and the bioluminescence, like, that's what it is a, it's called, like, it's, like, the different colours kind of making you happy, if that makes sense. Like, the colours are all different shades of your personality, of your emotions, of everything that you are going through. Still. But yeah, man. Galaxy bursts. Hold on, did I miss like a thing? Yeah, did I scroll down too far? Yeah, did. Gaze into obsidian eyes, you know, into like dark eyes, in the stillness of night. Harmonious blend and otherworldly ambience. So like, yeah, so you're gazing into dark eyes, man, in the stillness of the night. That's kind of obvious, with the harmony all around you, and otherworldly ambience is also another thing you can experience during astral traveling and shit like that. At least from what I've heard and read about, and you know, like I don't quite believe in like that type of stuff, but it's still an interesting concept to go. The world below, hypnotic dances in stillness of night, stars liquefy, galaxy busting upon dancing tides, or busting, whichever way. Awe-inspiring escape to these blurred lines between reality, harmonious. So, like, you know, we already did most of this, like, but yeah, like, you know, you escaping to the blurred lines between reality. It's almost like, you know, going to, you know, when there's parallel, like, universes and shit like that. Or so they say scientifically right now, that there could be parallel universes, like going towards that, where you're kind of seeing different parts of the universe in a way. Like, it's like almost like opening up your whole body towards something that can't quite be explained. If that makes sense. See, did the night waves pulling the shore, low tides roll back to undertow, phosphorus glow, violent crashing blue ignite the life, like, yeah. Like, all the colours are like almost where you can see emotions, you can see life, you can see other things running throughout the energy. So yeah, it is very much in that kind of in between where you're not quite with your body, but you are quite with your body. It's a very difficult thing to explain, basically, but you get the idea. I've already broken this song down once anyway, so I'm trying not to go too much in depth with this, but just from like what I can see now, that's probably not happening, but still. Anyways. Ooh, this sounds sick. That's a very cool guitar tone. The holds are crazy in this one. It is fucking sick. Her lows are ridiculous, man. Just like different style completely, but yeah, I know what you mean. I love the drum beat. The drum beat is so unique. Basically. Cheers. You gotta wait and see, man. I don't think there's going to be any duds, man, just judging from this, but you never, but never say never. That switch was nice. Exactly. This is like a whole journey, man. Like, I could literally do this whole album and not even worry about lyrics, and still have gone onto a journey just as much as I could breaking down lyrics and looking at it lyrically. It has, like, so many different meanings, and not just in terms of its words. In terms of everything about it. Everything is just so complicated. But in a good way. Not in, like, an overly done way. In a, you know, this depth and this everything in this, man, so... I love how it just stops, man. Just like that. I get different genres. How does it compare to Spires? You wouldn't compare it to Spires, but okay. Let's go through lyrics, man. Let's see. Like, it's two different genres, man. It's too difficult to compare it that way, I would say. Anyways. But yeah, according to the lyrics I have, man, it's only about a few lines from what I can see. Is it all just repeated, basically? Yeah, it's basically just repeated the whole way through. Okay, I see. So the writing skill in this is a little bit less than the last song, but still, they've got some more complicated songs, some less complicated songs in terms of how they're written. But yeah, let's see. Embrace molten pulse of creation thrums, lies a tempestuous symphony of fire and stone. Almost like we're going back to the beginning a little bit. You know, to the beginning of existence a little bit. You know, like where we have the pulse of creation. A cauldron of liquid flame seethes, casting forth the heat. Ghost of smoke, twilight skies, standing sentinel over soils, order and chaos renewer. They navigate through driving, dancing nebulae, or nebula, so she does it. So yeah, it's to do with like the cosmic order, right? You know, where you have order, you have chaos, and you have a few other things thrown in there for good measure. How they're forever going throughout the universe and like intertwining and fighting and battling, and you know they are equal and opposite forces. You know, they can't beat each other, but they're going to constantly collide. That shows out human nature, animal nature, everything through that. That's kind of what this song is, right? Like, it's very much that. Like, there isn't really much else to it. That is quite literally what it is. It's like, yeah. Ghost of smoke, twilight skies, as cauldron of liquid flame seethes, casting forth the heat. And yeah, very simple breakdown. Nothing really much for me to say. There's probably more that you could take out of it, but as like a first listen for me, like, that is the most obvious kind of like meaning that they're going for. But yeah, it's very interesting to like, because they're going through the cosmic orders. So they've gone through the darkness and the depression and that type of shit. Now they're going through the chaos and the order. So I wonder what the next song is going to be, man. But still. This one we've already heard as well, obviously. This is the one that I described like it was more of a judge style. You know, where it's very clean up till the middle bit. If I remember rightly. Well, this song is arguably the strongest. I guess we'll see as we keep going through. I love just like the very subtle build that it's bringing. It's very pretty. Yep. That it is. I swear her holds are ridiculous, man. The amount of breath control she has is kind of ridiculous, man. Yo, I love that guitar tone, man. It's so fucking pretty. It's sitting at a 666, nice. Ooh, that was such a cool fucking build into that solo. It's like it comes out of nowhere, but it's still perfectly blessed. It's kind of crazy, man. This whole album is perfectly mixable. Very, extremely. So like Adrian levels. Well, not quite Adrian levels, but you know, within the range. Adrian's got ridiculous clean power as well. So proper solo set. Damn. Holy shit. I love how each song just stops up. Like there's no fade outs or anything, it just stops, man. You gotta fucking love it, man. I'm just looking some up before I bet this out. The writing sounds nice, don't know about the lyrics shit. Musically and vocally, though it sounds bloody brilliant. Damn. School going English out my ass, man. Like, the American is more English than I am, man. Holy shit, can you believe it? Anyways, slipping deep, rich, warm burgundy, silk, swoon memories, lustful darkness, embracing seduction with smooth curves of supple energy, tremors of pine, cardiac exhilaration. It's like, yeah, so, the deep, rich, warm burgundy is like a purpley red, right? So, you can view it as energy, you can view it as blood, it depends which way you want to go about it. It's one of those in-between colours. It's like it has like a few different shades that you can class as burgundy technically. Me, I thought it was more purple, but it's between purple and red. It's between those two different colours, right? So it's kind of an energy colour plus the colour of blood, so like, you know, almost like the colour of life in a sense. Which is also why red is very much like a life colour rather than a bad colour, unless it's like a very dark red, but still. But then again, red can be seen to be bad, so it depends which way you want to look at it, right? But still. Embracing seduction with smooth curves of supple energy. So like, yeah, you know, we're still perfectly in our energy. We're still perfectly going through whatever kind of trip we're going through right now. The cardiac exhilaration is like saying your heartbeat is beating faster. Like, you know, this whole journey, everything that's happening, the energy that you're witnessing is basically making your heart increase. Pupils constrict, iris illuminating iridescent hydrated leaves of green. It's like we're also describing Mother Nature, we're describing the colours of the planet as well, that we happen to be on. Identity, cosmic, swirling, everlasting longevity. Unsatisfied, keeps growing and embers turn to flames. Consuming moralistic views. Sinking pain so broken. Obsidian bleeds, branches sweltering heat. It's like, yeah, so Mother Nature is unsatisfied. It keeps growing and the planet keeps heating and those little embers turn to flames, which then cause things like forest fires and stuff like that, right? Consuming moralistic views, so that's like humanity as a whole, where we all have our own views about certain things that doesn't matter because we never get anything done, really. Sinking pain so broken, obsidian bleeds, like, and then obviously the branches are sweltering in the heat because the planet is heating up. And yeah, within the hushed intimacy of a faintly lit room, souls, drawn by a compelling pull of longing, synchronizing rhythm so effortlessly entranced, the dancing terpsichore's spell, enslaved by nature's grasp, palpable tensions fill the airwaves. So like, yeah, the souls are drawn by a pull of longing. Their rhythm is synchronizing and are effortlessly entranced by what's pulling them towards it. The spell that's waved over them is being enslaved by Mother Nature, as the tension begins to fill the airwaves around the souls. If that makes sense. It's kind of like, I'm kind of like already saying what's there, but, you know, I'm just kind of trying to add more emphasis onto kind of what they mean. Because it's like a lot of the way atmospheric music, the way that black gaze, the way that like these types of genres are written, is very much it's very roundabout to what they mean. Like, it's very open-ended, but that's kind of like intentional in that way. Gentle winds gain strength, roaring inferno, meld together seamlessly. Curves nesting within each other. Solace is found. You know, the peace is finally found. Like, you know, like the gentle winds gain strength against this roaring inferno that begin to meld together, so the flames begin to die down as the winds pick up and they kind of like become one. And those curves that are going against each other energy-wise are go into each other, which brings solace and peace, or like, you know, the flames go out and there's silence, or, you know. You get the idea. Slipping, rich, warm burgundy. And yeah, let's do the last little bit. Senses ignite with each caress, each touch setting our skin ablaze with electricity. You know, because like we send electrical signals throughout our body, so like each touch sets our skin ablaze with electricity, quite literally. These fingers trace free-forming, intricately soft, delicate patterns, leaving trails of fires in their wake. Each breath mingles in the space between. A sweet, courageous symphony moans, drown with me in the sea of burgundy. So like, you can view it as Mother Nature going all the way through, and then this last bit is where it's more like human on human touch, where each touch like ignites, each touch sets our skin ablaze. And then you have the fingers tracing, so like almost like, you know, where your fingers like trace across somebody's body, or hands, or whichever way you want to go about it. And yeah, like, it's very much like, that's very sexual, and it's very, in like the very last bit, so you can view it all as nature, but when you get to the last bit, you realise you can go back and turn it all sexual at the same time. I'm not going to do that because that would take way too fucking long, but there's like a complete double entendre throughout the entirety of this song, which is so fucking cool to see, but still. is a different kind of sound. Okay. Ooh, this sounds nice, man. This is pretty. This is vibrant and happy almost. Ooh, that voice is so different. I love that. There's only one other person who I know can make that kind of voice, and that is Adrian. I love the lows, man. The lows is so sick. She is definitely up there. I feel like this album doesn't have any one meaning or one story. I feel like it's multiple things that they're just like, there's no overarching theme that I can see. I could be mistaken on that so far, but from what I can see, like, there doesn't seem to be much linking the songs together as such. Besides, obviously, humanity and nature. That's stuff. I love her cleans. Her cleans in this song are so fucking nice, man. Holy shit. Like, I love the change to her cleanser. It shows her versatility in so many ways. It's so pretty. Really pretty. I love the change. The versatility switch is so nice. Because each song just doesn't sound the same, which is so hard to do on an album, but it works perfectly for them, I would say. Easily. But still, man. Into Poseidon, into literally legit Poseidon, the Greek god Poseidon, but still. Not content to merely govern from afar, a god of action eager to explore his domain. That's kind of self-explanatory, right? Retreat beneath the waves, lording over the sea. A trident, his insignia. Traversing the ocean. Yo, what's up? Welcome. He would retire from the world above, delving into the ancient tombs and communing with the wise sea spirits who whispered secrets. So like, yeah, he's getting secrets from the sea. He's exploring his realm, which is the sea, right? The depths, the ships that have sunk, the people that have died, you know. Whatever creatures exist, especially in Greek mythology, right? A rain challenged, storms unleashed, creatures of the dark tested his resolve. He weathered every storm, emerging stronger and more resolute, and immobile spirit fortified. It's like, yeah, like, no matter what challenged him, he overcame it. No matter what tried to kill him, he went past it, and he obliterated everything. I did that bit already. Endless wandering, creatures of deep pondering of the sea and the cosmos, locked in coral and pearl, ancient world. Poseidon's reign, enduring the majesty of the sea. At least until Kratos came along, but still. Like, for me, I know God of War isn't real, but for me, in my own headcanon, I believe, like, I would see it as, like, Kratos basically ended all of Greek mythology. So, you know, because reasons, man. Reasons and stuff. Either way. Nice. Kind of, like, very off to what we have been so far. Maybe there's something to it that I'm going to find out as we go through it. We are studying nature. You know, we're in the sea, so we've had nature and the land. We've had part of humanity. Now we're in the sea, so it could be something to do with that. I don't know specifically, but we will see. We are literally just over halfway now. Man, I know we've already heard this. This was the latest one, but this is the one I've listened to the least so far, just because it came out so recently. I love the voice break. I didn't notice that the first time, but the voice break, man. It was like a controlled voice break, but still. That was sick, man. Her highs are so much more powerful than this one. This is like every song after like the first 3 or 4. It's just like a change of pace and change of pace and change of pace. You need to keep the album extremely interesting. Like, it's not just the same beat, the same things over and over and over, like a lot of black gaze and atmospheric albums are. It's just unique in its own way, man. Someone didn't tell me that my fucking time was on. I don't know. Guess we started at 20 past. They are very skilled, man. They're very, very, very good at what they do. Yo, those keys are nice, man. People will be talking. Like, I love that, like, I can, like, feel that she means every word of what she growls. It's, like, such a uniquely hard thing to do. No, you can feel her word, how hard her words grip into. It's crazy, man. It's really, it's so fucking well done. Nothing's been, like, overthought. It's just pure passion, pure emotion, pure everything running through. Here is one. Is the vocal stronger than the band, or are they? They're on par. They're on par with each other. Easily. Like, there's no one stronger thing. So, you know, they're as talented as each other, which, again, is also a rarity in the scene. Like, there's a lot of bands who have, like, way too strong bands or way too strong vocalists. Like, it's very hard to be that perfect, you know, to be, like, exactly the same. You know, to have that kind of balance between the two. It's a very difficult thing to maintain, but they do it perfectly here. It's, like, shown really easily here, so. What's else? Anyway, let's go through lyrics, man. In the orbit of remarkable, the golden light versus the ethereal rages. So you have the golden light, which is the sun, and the ethereal, I'm assuming, is like spirits, or maybe like night in a way. Like, maybe ethereal is more like a darkness, I don't know. In a world ravaged, catastrophic events sail neon skies aboard vessels. Unique allure, let him paint the skies with a palette of fire, softened by the soft pink outer glow. Royal purpose, orchard shorelines, paint the skies a palette of fire. The fire god dips below the horizon, so we've had Poseidon. Now this is the fire god, this what would be Hermes in terms of, like, Greek mythology, or whichever way. You know, where it's like, where we have the daylight, then you have the nighttime, which is the ethereal. So that's the light between the two. Fire god dips below the horizon, contrasting with the ground and veils an unaltered beauty. Coasts adorned with lush forest stretching to me with waters. The misty cliffs towering evergreen frame the sea. Like, it's describing the planet, or, like, you know, the Earth specifically, or a planet that's like Earth-like at the very least. Like, I don't want to say exactly it's Earth, but it is, you know, a show that is Earth-like, should I say? But yeah, boasting a mystical ambience, sunsets cast a subtle ethereal light overpowering. So that's what I mean. Like, the ethereal is the sunset; it's the deep red light turning into the night. Unique allure, let him paint the skies with a palette of fire, softened by the soft pink outer glow, burn into the sea, drifting through swells of undertows, vision through glass. It's like, yeah. So I'm starting to see a theme. So we have energy, which is like the main building force of the universe. Now we've had Poseidon, and now the god building the deep red, building the nature, building everything that I can see. So, like, the sky to the horizon, to the seas, to the forests, and it seems very much that we are within that, not quite creation, but we are in that building as such, that energy building. And then obviously this is going more gods, but, you know, going into that creation theme. So this album could be purely about creation, but still, I need to see the rest of the songs to really give it like a concrete theme like that. But still, into song 6 we go, man. 6 of 8. I know. It doesn't work for me when I try that, but still. It works like 10 seconds, sure. This is very chill. I'm not going to that. This is a very, very chill song. I'm also fixing lyrics as I go as well. I might use the Apple Music lyrics rather than the lyrics on screen here to break this down, just to be safe. Is this one not grabbing me as much? Why? What's changed about it? What don't you know? As other parts of it being a gotcha, that's something off a little. No? Okay. This feels like the first true atmospheric song in this album. You know, where it's very just like meant to be background music, almost. In my opinion, anyway. And obviously we get her amazing clean stand. It was gorgeous though. I did enjoy the song. Like I said, this one felt more like background music than it did like listening foreground music, but this music's meant to be that way. Like the fact that all of, like the rest of the album has been very in the foreground where you can actually like actively listen to it is impressive as fuck, man. Like the genre's generally not made to be that way, if that makes sense. It's made to be more background music. So the fact they've made it mostly foreground with like one background song so far is very, very cool. Like to me, anyway. Like it's a very nice transition. It's a very nice like difference, or you know, whatever word you want to use to describe it. But yeah, a weary soul, a lone traveller speaks of roads to spare, endless lost and meandering, with each weary step echoes a tale of sorrow, of lives cracked and broken, a reflection of shattered dreams, the routine misery, footsteps echo the naive kind, sinking beats pattern of rush, the sleepless drowning led by a dream. So yeah, a weary soul, so that could be human or whichever way you want to go about it. A lone traveller speaks of the road to despair, you know, because you're going on your own road, your own path, and the despair and sadnesses that come with that. Excuse me. Endless lost and meandering, with each weary step echoes a tale of sorrow. Like, you know, because we're all lost and meandering technically, we're just trying to find our way on this planet. But still, of lives cracked and broken, a reflection of shattered dreams. That's all of humanity. Well, like 90% of humanity, should I say. The routine misery, footsteps echo naive kind, the sinking beats, the patterns of rush, the sleepless drowning led by a dream. The sleepless drowning led by a dream is like almost like saying the American dream, in a way. Like, you know, because like most of America is drowning in inflation, but they're still led by their dreams to try to get something more. It kind of feels like that kind of way, that kind of play, that kind of a way to go through it. In the quiet hum of dawn, when the city is but a silhouette, waking skies, a vast tapestry of diversity. In the quiet hum of dawn, when the city is but a silhouette of waking skies, the symphony begins, not orchestrated, entranced by the steady pulse of wheels, on still, no, of course. Shuffle to the platform owned by the daily opus. That's almost like owned by governments and big business and that kind of a way, man. But still. So it's like it's all really unique ways of describing city life and humanity and the things and struggles that we go through on a day-by-day basis. It's just going through all the stages of like how we go on our day-to-days, how we try to live to our dreams and, you know, go in that kind of way. Cityscapes rapidly pass, ever-changing, springing new optical conclusions. Trees cast shadows swaying, offering a calming, silent rhythm to soothe the discomfort. In the quiet hum of dawn, when the city is but a silhouette of wakened skies, you know, where like it goes from like the night into the deep reds, the Burgundies, and everything in between. But still, a symphony begins, not orchestrated, entranced. Like we did that bit already, but you get the idea, right? It's very much talking about human life and how we go through our day-to-days, and you know, that type of stuff. But still, very cool, very deep, I would say. Like it's a really wide take on like all of us, I would say, but still. Don't know, but okay. It is about 9 minutes in terms of song now to go between both songs. I love the background synths, man. They're so nice. This feels so much darker than the rest of the album. Like the darkness is unreal in this. Yo man, the larynx shift album. That was cool, man. I love when bands do larynx shifts like that. Sort of, you know, because you have your normal garlic voice, which is kind of in then you can shift your larynx down to go lower. It's so sick. Yo, mate, that clean does not suit this, does it? But I guess it's kind of meant to be an opposite to the darkness. You know what? It works in its own way, I would say. But yo, Flower Girl, what's up? Yo, Baffo, welcome back, man. The song is fucking masterful. I will say that. Adding basically this whole album to my playlist, but you know. Yo, that transition was clean, man. I fucking hope not, but okay. If he says it. Ooh, that's sick drumming. This is my favourite so far, off the album, I would say. I love the darkness and the switches and the cleans and everything in between them. They're amazing if you haven't. Yo, I love that background music, man. That is some creepy shit. Yo, the low switch, man. Yo, mate. That's a deathcore technique. She legit used a deathcore technique on them. That's sickening, man. I don't know if the end song is an end song. No, it's like 3 minutes. I'll give the end song its own, like, bit. So, anyways, let's go through lyrics, man. In the shadowed depth of desolate souls lies the echo. Intangible weight fractures the essence of being. The haunting melody whispered by the unseen. Darkened roots, spectres thread, tendrils and chest to bend and break. Okay, let's see if I can even break this down, man. Like, so, in the shadowed depths of the desolate, that's kind of obvious, right? In the bleak is bleak or the black is black, or, you know, it's basically like saying that. The souls lie within the echo. The intangible weight fractures the essence of being. So, the intangible weight could either be like a dream, like your dreams or your hopes or your desires, or that kind of a way. The haunting melody whispered by the unseen, almost like, you know, where, almost like energy and other things are around you, in like a weird way. Darkened roots, spectre thread tendrils in chest to bend and break. So, the darkened root spectres are like the things that are whispering, you know, that are whispered by the unseen. Like, they're like trying to weave in tendrils to make you bend, to make you break, to make you abandon your ideals and your hopes and your dreams and that kind of way. The labyrinth of despair, trapped in a loop of conflictions, self-split in two, lights fading darkness, beyond the tranquil, cleansing, mist-laden forest, like the stars, human endeavour erodes the fragile balance. It's like, yeah. So, obviously we're leading towards darkness. And then it's saying that human endeavour, like humanity in general, is kind of eroding the balance between nature, between like the different parts of nature that hold everything together, and we're kind of tipping that scale in a bad way towards a darker path in that way. The fragile looming spectre of change, there remains a sense of home, resilience. Conjured illusion, sinister tapestry woven, one's mind casting a pall of emptiness. Like, yeah, so the spectre of change, like, the spectre's back up a little bit up there. There is still a sense of home, of resilience within nature itself, but it's being taken away, basically. And then one's mind, so going back to humans, like, so the conjured illusion, the sinister tapestry that's woven, one's mind casting a pall of emptiness is like humanity is feeling empty. Like the more of us that are, the emptier we feel, in like a weird kind of way. In the shadowed depths of desolate soul lies the echo, the haunting melody whispered by unseen darkened roots. Desert silence reigned supreme, in the silent jeered, the darkness fell through fractured like crystalline, dimming the vibrancy once harnessed. But still. So like, yeah, so in the depths of the desolate, like, it lies the echo still. So like, it's the unseen darkened roots is nature. The desert silence reigning supreme is like nature itself starting to become more silent the more that humanity takes over. The darkness falls through fractured light, becoming crystalline, you know, where if you look at light through a crystal or through a mirror or whatever, where the light kind of like vibrates inside and comes out in loads of different ways. That dims the vibrancy once harnessed, so the light goes in and it begins to fade, and only a little bit of that light can pass through. So the light goes through crystalline, and it becomes dimmer. So the light that once was so strong is now becoming less and less and less, in essence. Afflicted and imprisoned by one's devices, relentlessly cycling torn asunder. Yearns escape, elusive embrace, death's anguish, and addict's relentless grip of the anticipated down. You know, because like, we've risen so far that there is a down coming at some point, whether it's when we run out of resources or when we run out of where we overpopulate to where we start to have to kill each other. Or, you know, like, so many different ways in which we could, like, obliterate ourselves, but, you know, that's kind of where everything is going. That's where the song is going to. It's such a complicated song to fucking break down. But I think I did okay. I don't know. You have to let me know in the comments, man. I have no idea, man. This whole album is fucking complicated. I'm not going to lie. It's taking every single one of my brain cells to try to fully break this down, but still. Now, the last bit is just like a little bit, so the main breakdown is done. It's just this last little bit, so. think I'm gonna nail this album though, to be fair. You know, in terms of timing. I think we'll have about 20 minutes in order to break before the full open stream, which is nice. This is a beautiful outro so far. I love the keys, man. The keys are haunting. The cleans are so ethereal, they're so haunting in their own way. So pretty, man. That's good, Kylo. At least you found one you liked. I'll let you know in just like a few seconds or a few minutes. Oh man, that was gorgeous. I'm not going to lie. That was one of the most beautiful endings I've had for an album, to be honest. Just crazy. Definitely a vibe to end with. A very cool vibe. Okay, let me do like the last little bit of bread. It's not really breakdown, but I think it's kind of trying to intertwine the album together a little bit. So this mess of mine, each thought, each memory thorns in my spine, mate. I get that, man, 100%. Like a lot of times I think back about things in my past, man, it makes me cringe. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it makes you think, man, why the fuck am I trying to think about this? It doesn't matter anymore. Intertwined, heart and mind, it loses itself to time. It does. No, your mind eventually forgets things, and your heart eventually lets go. So everything loses itself to time. To time reminds me, drowning. Reality is the ocean visualized, the churn, the push and pull. Which is true. No, reality is the ocean visualized, you know, as in like, you know, your mind is like an ocean, there's only so far down it goes, there's only so much you can hold. It's that kind of way, the churn, the push and the pull of life itself, and you get the idea, but still, damn man. Extremely beautiful, just. Yo, Cass, what's up? Madame. But like I said, the theme is humanity, nature, the ocean, that kind of way. Like the double entendre with the ocean going throughout this entire thing, where it is like, you know, the ocean visualized in this very last bit. You know, the reality is the ocean visualized. That's why the ocean was so important throughout everything. It wasn't until the very last song where they fully told you what they meant. So you have to go through the album, get to the last song, understand what they mean, like so far, and then kind of like go back and like when you re-listen to that second time, it'll all click into place basically. Like it's that album that last song is made to kind of make you want to repeat it in order for you to want to understand it fully, because that's kind of where they're going, right? It's about humanity, what the damage we do to the planet, what we do to ourselves, how energy and how the world creates around us and how we abuse the power of that, and you know, it goes to those kinds of ways where it's like, it's very much like a backward step away from where we begin and where reality and nature begins, and how we kind of intertwine within that, and you know, get that idea. It's a very complicated album. It's a very complicated album, but it's a very good album at the same time. Skull keeps asking me, is it an album of the year contender? This is the best album so far this year. There are many more albums to do this year, but so far, this has been my favourite, bar none from all the ones we've done thus far. Like, we've got new Disembodied Time coming this year. We have like a whole bunch of different bands coming this year, so there is so much more to do. But this is most likely going to be the best atmospheric or black gazy or groovy black gazy album we do this year, I would say. I can't see anything beating this, to be honest, but never say never. But yeah, amazing. Like, one of my favorite this year. Like, one of my favorites we've heard in quite a while for this specific genre. But yeah, man, amazing. Her voice is vibrant. Her cleans are amazing. Her growls, everything from bright to really dark, and you know what I mean. But still, either way, I've been talking way so much. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching, and yeah, see you guys in the very next video.